Hey guys, for my ED 352 video documentation project for my project-based unit, I am going to be discussing healthy and yummy foods. For my health-based unit, in my classroom of 16 students, it is going to be a unit discussing healthy foods. We are going to discuss how healthy foods affect us, how unhealthy foods are not good for us, and why they're not good for us. And then we'll just discuss the importance of eating these healthy foods and that there are plenty of options for healthy foods contrary to what many kids may believe. So for the mathematical thinking and expression domain, we're going to do a group activity where our class reviews counting. Always reviewing counting is good for the students to just refresh their memory because, math is always going to involve counting. We're going to go over flashcards with various healthy and unhealthy foods. We're going to count them up, and after we count those cards, they're going to be into separate groups of healthy and unhealthy foods. We're going to teach them how to count these items as individual numbered items, but they can also belong to a group and counted together as a whole. So for example, we'll have flashcards with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Kind of similar to the image here, a little different though, because we'll have a second set of flashcards that are going to have the fruits on them with that number of cards. So they're going to recognize the fact that the fruit can be counted as an individual fruit, and then later on we can group it into a healthy group. Whereas we'll have another card that will have, say, potato chips, and they'll be able to separate that card with the potato chips into a different group. For the language development and communication domain, students are going to pick their favorite fruit or vegetable. Then what they're going to do is they're going to write out that word. So if their favorite fruit is an apple, they'll write out the word apple. And the word apple begins with the letter A. So they're going to trace that letter multiple times on a sheet of paper, whatever set of number we decide is necessary. And to associate that letter even better for their understanding is they're going to pick 2 to 3 objects, activities, or a place that starts with the same letter. So if they pick apple, another place they could pick would be, say, Alabama. Or they can pick an object that also starts with the letter A, just to help them associate the letters better. For the health and physical domain, the students are going to, with the teacher's help, make a healthy food group plate meal plan. So we have our traditional balanced meal that has like the milk and dairy products, our grains, vegetables, and so on and so forth. So as a little small group, we are going to make our own little lesson plan. For the aesthetic domain, what we're going to do is students are going to have the option to either paint or draw, or even make a collage, depending on if we have time or not for that. We will have each student pick their favorite healthy snack. So they're going to use similar palettes to this and that fruit, and they're going to draw and paint their own picture. So if they pick a banana, they're going to pick the color palette that's going to relate to the color yellow, and we're going to discuss different color palettes. For the emotional and social development, we're going to have a little class discussion with our peers about matching cards with emotional vocabulary, discuss that's in the whole group, to motion face cards. And so through this exercise, we're also going to discuss something that maybe we like during the day and something that we dislike, just to get children communicating about their emotions. For the final project, students are going to make one last healthy meal plate with the correct food group. We're going to have paper plates, so it's going to look like an actual plate that we design. They're going to color in and draw that healthy meal with the appropriate food groups. So they're going to draw, say, their potato, and they're going to draw their green beans that are going to be on the plate. This will be done towards, obviously, the end of the project, since it's called the final project. So the students have had time to learn the proper food groups and the amounts that belong in each meal. For our celebration party, part of this unit was to make a chart, and this is going to be towards the end, with the students' favorite veggies and fruits. We're going to celebrate at the end, obviously, with a class party. Families are going to be invited. We will have a sign-up sheet to bring the items to our party. Whatever's not signed up for, a teacher will provide. We're going to encourage discussion to conclude our unit. We're going to review what we've learned, how we can move forward to stay eating healthy at home. We will have coloring pages for students to color, and at our celebration party, we're going to do our little play where students are going to be dressed up as a little piece of fruit, a vegetable that they like, or some of the students are going to be dressed up as unhealthy foods, and they're just going to have a little 2 to 3 sentence little speech just saying, I am so-and-so food, and I am either healthy or unhealthy for you, and this is why I am or I am not healthy for you. And that is my project-based lesson, guys. Thanks.